Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope everybody's well. I do want to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Cancer sign out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind the energies may reverse. So if it's resonating for you, Cancer, get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that is obviously not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Cancer? Cancer. All right, Cancer, you're starting out with the Five of Cups in the reverse. You have the Seven of Swords, and you have the Emperor in the reverse. All right, so there's some kind of a deceptive situation. I feel like you may have lost trust in somebody. It's caused you to go through a very dark period in your life. You're feeling rather drained, but at the same time, I feel like you're starting to come out of that. With the Emperor in the reverse, you could have been dealing with somebody that wasn't being faithful or was being very controlling. I do feel like whoever this is, there's a lack of communication. You're starting to open yourself back up to love again, but I do feel that you really went through something with someone here. Yeah, something you don't really talk about a lot. I feel like it drained you down. It was a situation that went out of control. And I do feel that you're kind of starting to turn that corner. So let me see who is in your energy. Show me who is in Cancer's energy. All right, the person in your energy, we have the Three of Wands. We have the Death card. And we have Temperance in reverse. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Scorpio. The person in your energy, I do feel this person has gone through a ending with the Death card here. And they may be waiting to see what's going to happen next in their life. They're still healing. Their emotions are still up and down, a little bit all over the place. They're not really balanced right now. And it is associated with this ending that occurred. There's a transformation that's going on with this person. So let me see the energy between Cancer and this person. The Eight of Wands. Is this somebody you've recently started talking to, Cancer? They could even possibly live at a distance, because I see communication going back and forth between the two of you. Them waiting to see what's going to happen, and you know, kind of looking at it and saying, is it possible I could have some feelings for this person? So let me see what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection. The Moon in reverse, and the Two of Swords reversed. You might be dealing with another Cancerian. This person has made a decision to open up to you, to reveal something to you. And I feel like you're doing the same. So this is that back and forth communication that's going on. You've both decided to open up, to reveal things. You might be revealing things that occurred to you in the past with the Seven of Swords. And this is why you have a difficult time communicating and trusting. This person might be opening up and revealing to you that they went through a very difficult ending in their life. This looks like someone new for whoever I'm reading for. Let me see the outcome. And there's also quite a bit of energy that's coming out here. All right, so we have the Lovers, and we have the Four of Wands in the reverse. So in the outcome, there's an energy of you feeling very, very good about this person. Feeling like this would be a major step, but maybe in the right direction. This person will let you know that they are still healing from a broken relationship or a ended marriage here. So they're not quite stable as they need to be. I feel like you're further along in this game than they are. You have a lot of trust issues here. You're making sure that you're not dealing with somebody that's going to be overly controlling. But I also feel like you have options here in love. But I see you kind of opening up to this person, opening up to the idea of a relationship. Just keep in mind that they are healing. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. That's underlying energy, which makes a lot of sense because it's the energy of feeling a loss, feeling rejected, feeling abandoned. And I feel like both of you have kind of gone through a very similar experience. So let me clarify. Spirit, why is the Five of Cups in reverse for Cancer? Wheel of Fortune reversed and the Knight of Swords reversed. Yeah, you were stuck in this energy for a long time. You were stuck in the energy of, you know, feeling betrayed, perhaps, feeling sad. There was definitely a loss. There was definitely a lot of sadness here. Part of the reason you were stuck in that energy is you may have been, basically trying to fight against the changes that were occurring in your life. So there was a lot of stuck energy, but you're beginning to come out of that now. Yeah, you're beginning to come out of that. And, here's the thing too, Cancer, is that you don't really talk about this thing that happened to you. You kind of keep that to yourself. It's almost like you're trying to present the best possible picture of you to this person, at least initially. Let me see the Seven of Swords. Show me the Seven of Swords for Cancer. Yeah, there it is again, the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Because this person that you dealt with in the past broke your heart. They were keeping secrets. They were deceptive. There was lying, cheating still. I see lying. I see cheating. I mean, this person could have even stolen from you. This person that you dealt with caused you to build this big wall around your heart. But I feel like at some point you have realized that. So now I see you being very reserved emotionally. And I feel like you're kind of, I'm surprised I'm not seeing the Queen of Swords here. I feel like you're very reserved emotionally, and I feel that you are vetting this person before you really open up to them. So let me see the Emperor in reverse. Show me the Emperor in reverse for Cancer. Some of you could have been dealing with a false twin flame. The Moon and the Two of Cups. Yeah, because of all the secrets. Because of all the secrets, that's why this ended. So you're healing. You're healing, and I feel like you've done a lot of healing, but you dealt with somebody that was just terrible. I mean, very narcissistic energy with the Emperor in the reverse here. Somebody, like I said, who kept secrets, who was deceptive. That's what ended this connection. I don't feel like you're in communication with that person any longer. They could reach out to you, but if they do, I feel like you're done with that person. Yeah, you're following your intuition with all matters regarding love at this point. You're refusing to be the one who takes the initiative. I feel like you are basically saying, if this person is interested in me, then they'll reach out. They'll take the initiative here. I also feel like you do have options here. So, yeah, you've gone through something here, Cancer, that was difficult. Very, very difficult. But I feel like you're coming out of that now. And you're following your intuition as you do so. So let's look at this person's energy, because this does not look like the past person. It looks like someone new. Show me the Three of Wands. Show me the Three of Wands. All right, the Strength card and the Ace of Swords. That's communication. This person, I feel like this person has been waiting for somebody just like you. So you might be dealing with a Leo. I'm also seeing Gemini energy here. But this person is very interested, strongly interested. It took a lot of courage for this person to approach you. I don't know if you're aware of that or not. They may have had their eye on you for a little bit before they actually did approach you, because they had to kind of overcome their fear. But I see this person being the one to reach out to you and initiate that conversation. Let me see the Death card. Yeah, so this person's kind of waiting to see where is this going to go, you know? I feel like the two of you are kind of in the same kind of area. The Lovers. Now that's in your energy. Where is it? No? Yeah, it's in the outcome actually. And then we have the Three of Wands reversed. All right, so yeah, this person in your energy is choosing you. They may have other choices here. They have gone through some sort of an ending, and I do feel like they were waiting for someone just like you, and now that wait is over. I feel like both of you definitely have choices, but you both are feeling like maybe this is my person, maybe this is my soulmate. So what they were waiting for is over. Gemini energy, by the way. Yeah, they feel that the wait is over. And so they choose you, Two of Swords and the Lovers. Big decision for both of you. Let me see Temperance in reverse. Show me Temperance in reverse for the person in Cancer's energy. All right, we have the Ten of Cups. We have the Four of Cups reversed. And we have the Two of Pentacles. So they've looked at this and they've weighed it up from every direction. They've been like looking at the pros and cons. I do feel like there has been, and I have to say it, there has been some comparison with you between somebody that they, you know, had this ending with. But I do feel that this person is also trying to figure out, you know, is this the right time for me to actually get into a relationship? Have I learned the lessons from the past? Did I learn from the ending that I went through? Is this the right time? And so they've been weighing up the pros and cons, and ultimately what they're going to say is, you just make me happy. I can't stop thinking about you. So I feel like you two are in the a little bit the same stage. Let's look at the Eight of Wands. Show me the energy between Cancer and this person. Show me the energy between Cancer and this person. Yeah, Page of Cups. And then we have the Eight of Cups reversed. Oh, so that person from the past might come walking back in as well. Somebody's returning back, but whoever it is somebody you had either a very severe argument with, there was a lot of deception, or you just think they're a liar. And I keep hearing, yeah, that lying ass. All right, well, you know who you are if you said that. But I feel like you have a choice here between this new person who I do feel like is, you know, very interested in you. You're very interested in them. But you also have this person from the past that's trying to crop up again as well and contact you. I don't feel like you're talking to this person from the past, though. You feel like that person from the past put you in a very bad situation, a very bad area of your life, and you're finally coming out of that now. You're finally getting out of that stuck energy. So I don't feel like you want anything to do with that past person. However, I do see communication back and forth with this new person. And I do feel like they will be the one initiating it. Let me look and see what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting the connection. All right, so we have the Nine of Wands, we have the Six of Wands reversed, and we have the Five of Cups. Now, you have the Five of Cups as well, but yours is in the reverse. So you're kind of coming out of that energy. What's affecting the connection is you've both been through some unsuccessful relationships. You with this person from the past who's popping up again, and this person that's in your energy also went through an ending, possibly the ending of a marriage. And I do feel like it's affecting both of you, all right? It's affecting you because you have a difficult time trusting anybody. You have an innate sense of, well, why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? You know, what is it that they really want? It's that wall that you built up around your heart. And I do feel like you're going to have to really lean into your own intuition with regard to this. But I also feel like you're realizing this. You're intuitively realizing that this is something you need to overcome, you know? So I feel like, you know, this relationship could actually help you heal from it. In their energy, this ending affected them dramatically. It affected them dramatically. I do feel like this person went through a very difficult time. I do feel like they felt rather unloved. I feel like they felt rejected and abandoned. The person that they were with may have had a choice between them and someone else, so they got juggled. So I do feel that this is somebody who is trying to take the lessons from the past and open themselves back up to love, but it's difficult. It's difficult, and I don't feel like they've been successfully able to do that until Cancer came along, because you are what they've been waiting for, and they're sensing that. So let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome between Cancer and this person. Yeah, you both are just coming into this with a lot of baggage. And that happens, you know. That's what happens. You live long enough, you get baggage. It's just a matter of, are you willing to unpack it with this person? All right, we have Judgment in reverse. We have Justice in reverse. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this person might not be completely divorced. If there's legal issues here, there could be extenuating legal issues for both of you or for one of you. I do feel like there is definitely an imbalance. It's coming from the other person's side more so. You may be trying to control the situation, so just be careful about that. I do feel like you're not letting this person know that this person from the past has popped back up in your life. You definitely have a choice between that past person and this person, and you're concealing, it looks like you're concealing that this past person has popped back up. I don't feel like you're moving towards them. Judgment in the reverse tells me that in your mind, it would be a very poor judgment call. And you just don't want to cloud the issue of this relationship by bringing that in. But that could be constituting an imbalance in the connection. So just be aware of that. I just feel that, you know, you are trying to make good judgment calls. You definitely are going to have a choice. This person in your energy, they might not be fully and completely free as far as legalities. They know that they're happy with you. They have gone through an extremely difficult time, and I do feel that they can't stop thinking about you. They are slowly moving forward from a divorce, but there could be some unresolved legal issues yet outstanding that they're having to kind of deal with. It could be causing them some financial issues as well, so be aware of that. But do they feel that the two of you are, you know, a good match? They do. I feel like this person did not really feel like they were going to engage in the dating world again until you came along. So this looks like something that is in the beginning stages. And I do feel like there's definitely mutual interest, but there's some imbalances on both sides. So, but it doesn't look like it's insurmountable. All right, bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups in the reverse. This is underlying energy, and it does indicate that there may be some confusion, but that confusion is clearing up. It also indicates that you might be narrowing down your options as well. So I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, Cancer. Pulling for the sign of Cancer. Yeah, this really does look like a very new energy. Somebody you may just be recently talking to. But it does hold promise on both sides. All right, so your card says trustworthy guidance. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. All right. I hope this has been helpful for you, Cancer. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Cancer, know that you are loved, and namaste.